Hey guys, welcome back to Design with Amy. It's been a minute, but I'm back and ready to bring back more design and product related episodes and content for you guys. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And let's get started. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the new updated Britam app. So I've been a Britam user for a minute now, I'd say since the beginning of the year, and the product has really grown. And at the beginning, the application that I used to use to access my policies had a very bare minimum user experience. It was mostly about functionality and just being able to get whatever it is you're trying to get done. But it wasn't really focused on the user experience and also just aesthetics a little bit better, something that looks more modern and more up to date with what is currently common in the market. So I'm going to talk about some things that I really like in the new Britam app. So first of all, I love the new login flow. So the old one was basically just a simple page that allowed you to enter your username and password, but now they have a new improved login process that kind of has like a slideshow that would typically be on sign up flows that gives you more information about what you can do on the app. I think this is a great idea even for a login flow because it allows users to stay up to date with what's new on Britam app, and without having to look too far or even have to be logged in to see this kind of information. So I thought that this is such a good idea, and I would implement it in future products that I get to work on. I also love the pictures that they use. They're just so rich and well picked out and perfectly colorful. It really brings out emotion in you as you're interacting with the site. Like, you as a user, I spent time on that page. I wanted to look at the next picture and the next picture. It was really great selection of pictures that speak to me as a Kenyan, because of like the Kenyan scene, using users who look like me, who are dressed like me, who represent my culture and the cultures that I see around me. And I think that was a really great touch. So after you click on the login button, the app takes you now to the login form, which is also greatly improved in terms of the user experience and the UI look and feel. It's much cleaner. It's better looking, more modern looking, and they also added the ability to log in using your fingerprint, which was not there previously. This has really eased my login process. All I have to do is just take the fingerprint route, and I can within seconds be on my profile, because sometimes the entering of the username and the password, or the email and the password, it can be a little bit much. So I really enjoyed that they added the login with fingerprint feature. The login form is also quite interactive. As you land on it, all the elements come up and you can see them coming up, and then as you complete login, they also go down. I also really love the new like landing page, or like the home page of the app. It has so many options and it feels much more prioritized than what was previously there, which was a little bit confused, and I couldn't really see the main actions that I was supposed to do as a user, and I had to just kind of learn as I was going, and it was kind of hard. But now the new user interface offers so many options to users. Not all of them at a glance. You'd still see that if you want to buy a policy, there's an option for that. If you want to withdraw or top up to your existing policies, and then the next section is focused on the products that you have as a user. I only have 2 products, and they were right there. I could clearly see them, and all I had to do was click and be able to immediately see how much I have within each product, and like how that's going. For the bond, so I have two products. I have the Bond Plus, and I also have an Akiba where I save monthly. But for the Akiba, I don't know if this is kind of like a business requirement. You cannot see how much you have saved so far. You can just see the premium you're supposed to be paying, which I kind of don't like as a user. You have to download a statement to see how your payments are going. So that bit maybe could be improved on the current user interface. It was the same in the previous user interface. But as for the Bond Plus, like the previous one, you can see how much you have. And I like that they removed the market value. It was very confusing. So like you have the value you actually have, and then you had the market value, which was kind of like all the money you've ever put on that platform. So if you ever like removed anything from the product, it would still be recorded under the I don't know if it was the market value or the principal, but it was quite confusing for me as a user. All I care about is how much do I have on that account now. So that's quite confusing, and I see that in a lot of MMF accounts. I have a Site-on account, and I see the same thing in the MMF account, and I maybe I don't know the value behind it as a random user, but I know that it's quite confusing. Like, what's the goal of this one? Show me how much I have like removed from the account so far. I don't really understand what value it offers. So after the product section, there's the like deals and new offers sections, which is a very interactive slideshow that you can scroll through, and it's like a video kind of situation that shows you everything new that Britam has to offer, and you can just decide to look into them. I really liked the organization of the new page. Another thing I would also improve on this page would be for the quick actions. Maybe I would have used like secondary colors rather than the primary color, then because then like all the buttons seem very highly prioritized. What I mean is, these buttons appear to be like, they're like rectangular shapes with icons inside, and they're all filled blue. So I would use the lighter shade of blue and maybe have the rectangle, the icon itself, using the primary color blue, such as they have done under the explore section. So they have an explore section which shows the products, and they've kind of done that. Lastly, I really like the stories addition. So they added Britam stories, where after I've logged in, I can see any updates from Britam. So I feel like this is the best example of how stories could be used by non-social media platforms, because most of the time I've seen a lot of social media platforms, and stories make sense in social media platforms, even though in some platforms they were kind of like forced a little bit, even though they were like social platforms. But I like how Britam was able to use this feature, the stories feature, to their advantage. It's not always something new, so you don't always have to go there, but whenever there's a new update, you would see it highlighted in blue, and then you can be able to just go and check it out. So thank you guys for joining me on this short episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I don't know if anyone here is a user of the Britam app, and whether they were also excited to see all the new features, but I love using this app now more than ever. I am the kind of person who wants to always keep track of my interest growth pretty much every single day, unapologetically. So I love that I can just quickly, within few seconds, get to see how much how quickly my account is growing, my product is growing, and just continue with my day. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, and if you enjoyed this session, like, share, and subscribe, and spread this as far as possible to learn, to give people an opportunity to learn more about product design, and stick around for more episodes. Bye.